Why don't you eat the food? Yeah, you will feed yourself. That way you don't know. If you can feed yourself this much, I'll feed you the rest, okay?
Well, hi, Amber. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Tommy Fraley, how you doing? Nice to have you here. Well, thank you, Amber. Today's Sunday snack chat. Ice cream. That's what I'm having. Marie, good evening. You're looking lovely as ever. The Jamin Show. Yo, yo, yo. How you doing? You're welcome. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Relic Whoop, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You guys don't know who Tommy is? He's a hot dog vendor. Check him out. Been a long hot day. Well, hold on a second. Go. Anyways, I had to quiet him down just a little bit. Hey, just me. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Well, why did you do that, Amber? Maybe he wanted to get to know you more. It wasn't me. Oh, you're welcome there, Tommy. That's right. Hit the like button for the dog. My favorite place on YouTube. How you doing, Steve? Because you're married? Oh, so if you weren't married, you'd do it. Now we know what kind of girl she is if she wasn't married. I know the feeling there, just me. When I used to take a vacation, I felt like I needed a vacation when I got home. So, you know. But it is Sunday night snack chat. I'm having vanilla ice cream. So. Don, how you doing? Ray Kid, how you doing? Nice to have you here. What's everyone cracking? Oh. Well, that's good, man. He give channels, or give some channel love. Was you out pitching hot dogs today, Tommy? Elena Petrovich, tacos. That's what you're having? That's good. Did you bring me any? I actually made chicken noodle soup tonight for dinner. Homemade. So I made juice. There you go. The other day, I boiled chicken legs and thighs. And when I boiled them, I threw some carrots, some green peppers, some red bell peppers, some onions, and some or dehydrated onions, and then some celery, and I threw some paprika in it and some other spices, and I boiled the chicken legs and the backs. Well, when I got done, I had all this wonderful broth, so I let it cool down. I put it in a bowl, and I put it in the refrigerator. The next day, I pulled it out, pulled all the, I skimmed the grease off the top, the fat, and I made chicken soup with that. I had dehydrated chicken. I threw that in broth tonight. What? I ain't got any money on me. Talk to your Nana and tell her if she wants to.
You do.
I don't either.
Yeah, you do.
Then tell Nana. That... No. No. Ice cream. They want the ice cream truck. I got ice cream in the freezer, but they want the ice cream truck. Anyways, I made chicken noodle soup, and I used dehydrated chicken that I had, and I threw that in there and let that cook in. Threw some noodles and some rice, and made a nice chicken noodle soup. What? I'm sorry, I'm back. Pork chops, mashed potatoes, gravy, green bean. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Chilling or chill with Glenn's music. Hey, Iron Dog, chicken soup. Hey, chicken soup sounded. It was good.
It sucked.
That's because you don't.
It was nasty.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And
everybody else liked it.
who?
Me and Junior.
Junior didn't like it. He told me it was sick.
Well, I guess you guys won't eat my cooking. No. I thought it was excellent myself. So.
Anyways, we don't have to settle with that. We can get diet.
Okay. Let me catch up on the Linda. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. I gotta catch up on some of these. She wouldn't leave me alone. She wanted money for yeah. Kathy is hilarious. Yeah. She wanted money for the ice cream. So well, you tell your Nana to get it for you. So. Making on money. I know, wife's ratting me out. Out of myself, I fixed my phone all by myself. That's good there, Amber. Yeah, don't make me younger, it makes me older. No, she said she didn't like it. So. How you doing, Kevin? Nice to have you here. She's not a big fan of celery and stuff like that. And it had some dehydrated celery in it. It had dehydrated carrots, rice, dehydrated bell peppers, green and red and yellow. And I actually thought it was good. So. Age is a number. Hell yeah, it is. I tell you what, it was delicious. Oh. I don't understand why they didn't like it, but that's because they've never had to um, how can I put it? When I was growing up, we didn't get the luxuries of having steak and caviar and lobster and crab and all that other stuff. Allie Oakley, how are you doing tonight? You're looking lovely as ever. Age is just a number after 25, right? Taste buds are a tricky thing. You're right. Good evening, JD. Nice to have you here. It's a pleasure having you all here. I have to do something with the screen or something. There we go. I couldn't see it. Yep. Just me. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you're welcome, just me. So did you sell hot dogs there, Tommy, or did you do any pitching hot dogs this weekend? My son called. They had a 5-hour delay in Florida coming back from Jamaica. Had to sit there for 5 hours. Well, then after they sat there for 5 hours, the plane that was supposed to take them, the captain was, I guess, out of hours. So now they had to wait 2 more hours or something like that for another captain or another pilot to clear his hours so he could fly. So instead of being here at 11:45, it's 1:45 in the morning now. So, if I was them, I would complain. I'd get me free plane tickets to somewhere, no more than right. And they do this on purpose. They knew damn well that when that 5-hour delay that pilot would be out of hours. So I told my wife, I said, anybody in their right mind, if I just got a flight and said, well, coming home, you're going to have a 5-hour layover, I just said, no, let me find something else. I'd have found something else. Even if I would have had to land in another airport that would have took another hour to drive to, I'd have found something else. So. It's always hard, Big Steve. It is. You're still young. You lost your dad 5 years ago, so you were even younger then. You're still young, and not that it gets any easier with age. But I was 41 when my dad passed away. You're welcome there, Tommy. And it's not any easier the older you are, but you realize, that uh, all the time you got to spend with your dad is a happy memory. And that's what I tell everybody, when you lose somebody, just remember all the good times you guys had. Don't remember the bad times, and that'll help you get through all the good times or all the bad times. So, uh, well, that's pretty good, Tommy. Did you watch Ben's live last night or yesterday afternoon, 7 o'clock? I watched part of it. So Ben's live, Ben's Cart's live. The hot dog guy, he does a live stream. It does put life in perspective there. I had a brother killed at the age of 23. He was 23, and yeah, uh, it was hard, man. I was only 16. Alert! Alert! What are we alerting to? Is that sort of like danger, danger, Will Rogers, danger, danger, Will Rogers? Oh, a troll. Oh, let me see. He was killed on a motorcycle accident. Mazda Baker. Um, yeah, danger, Will Rogers. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Hard at 16. That's right, Kevin. Yeah. Uh, yeah. That's a sad thing there, just me. Well, it made matters worse is that um, my mom and Angel Muniz, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. My mom and dad were actually in Florida at the time, and we live in Michigan, so they were gone, and we couldn't find them. So it happened in the morning. They were supposed to be at a hotel. Well, they hadn't arrived at the hotel yet. Yeah, I remember that. You told me he got shot. That's something. This is some of that. I don't know if you guys remember what we were talking about the other day, but this is some of that. $5 a gallon ice cream or something. It's pretty tasty. I didn't block him. No, he didn't block. He just had his message deleted. So, yeah, whatever. I do believe in paranormal activity. Mazda Baker? No, he ain't been blocked yet. Well, you know, trying to read some of these comments. Oh. Yeah, he just left, I guess. I did not. I haven't blocked him. So I have no idea. I don't even know who he is. Um. Well, I did a hot dog event Friday and Saturday, so we did pretty good. Didn't I made some money? Didn't make a lot. Went to uh, a friend's house yesterday, and they had fireworks. So, and we was there with the grandkids and watched fireworks. So that was a good time. Yeah. So.
And the show is on TV. I have to go outside.
Yeah, yeah. You get them all out for a cookout. That would be nice. I did read that. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into something like that or not. So, gonna have some ice cream now. There you go, Nana. That's what I just got done finishing. Good old fashioned ice cream. I know a guy that can cook. Yeah. Things are good and I need some ice cream. There you go. D Eagle. Hello from Pennsylvania, my friend. Well, hello. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Check out your channel. 855 channel followers. You have videos. Lots of videos. I'm assuming you are a veteran. So you got 858 channel followers right now there. So. Night Shame, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. And Nana, by the way, I forgot to say it. You're looking lovely as ever. Yeah. Fortnite gameplay just went live. So that's 802 vids. So he plays a Fortnite, the game. So sorry to hear that, but it made you smile. Yeah. That's funny. You're grinding to hit 3,275. Channel subscribers, followers. Wow. I guess you do have a bunch of subscribers. Chill with Glenn's music. I want to make sure I am a channel follower of yours. Yeah, you got 167. No. Well, I'm glad she's got a set of lungs on her. Oh. Yeah, you got 167. Okay. I am subscribed to you. Let's chill with music. You're right. Yeah, July 4th was cool, man. We had the 4th of July fireworks yesterday at the much Ooh. ADD, it's been a minute. Nice to see you. Dirty Dog Diggers is in here. Oh, there she is. Well, Dirty Dog Diggers, you're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Well, thank you, Just Me, telling us we're all looking lovely as ever. There you go. Now, which does Joe have? Does he have a big? Does he have a trailer that he puts his hot dog cart in, or does he just pull a cart?
Goes on your nerves.
Oh,
Says Lisa, how are you doing? Nice to have you here.
My grandkids rule, so.
Oh, I know they rule.
Oh, well. All right.
I don't. Eyeliner bunny gaming, huh? That's a new one. Oh, Weaver Raid, okay. A Weave Raid. All right, let me catch you guys up then. Weave's World, how are you doing today, sir? 2.4 thousand subscribers. Thank you for coming on in. Dream Taurus. Thank you. I appreciate you guys stopping in. If you guys wanted to run up and down the chat list, see somebody you don't know, go ahead and show them some channel love. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Kel Spam, I'm pretty sure I'm already a channel follower of yours, but I'll check that. Yeah, I'm already subscribed to you. So, thanks for coming. Donnie Dave Gaming. Okay. Be patient. I'm trying to catch all you guys. There you go. Consider yourself a jack of all trades and a master of none. I'm feeling good there, Dirty Dog. I haven't had a chance to check. When's your nipple nation in here? Good morning, Ridden, or good evening, Ridden. How you doing? Oh. Brian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Nice to see you here. I think I got you all caught up. So. There you go, Chattanooga. So. I've been getting the notes from Nipple and was like, what the? Yeah, Nipple Nation. Yeah, there you go. That would be written in blood. So. That's pretty cool right there, Tommy. Raid for the weaves, it kills the bugs, yeah. Oh. Catching, you're catching on, that's right. Anyways, sorry I was late, but it took me a while to get even my internet. You guys probably have to sit down for this because you're not going to believe this. But I went to get on earlier and my internet wasn't working. So I shut everything off, shut the modem off, started it back up after a few minutes. And guess what? It still wasn't working. That's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe. But after the fourth try, I finally got it to kick in and work. God bless their little rubber heads over there at Frontier Communications for working so diligently to keep their equipment in the finest working order. Hats off to them. Too bad they don't see some of this stuff. You're right, dogs are awesome. Unconditional love. Julie's Miracle English School, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. All right, there it is, Lisa. You have a great one. So, Dirty Dog Diggers, when's your contest? I haven't had a chance to check it out. I have no idea. I don't even know how I'm going to get a hold of anybody. So, I'm curious what a bark box is. What is a PM personal message? A paranormal mama? No, I didn't there. Okay, can't find a bark box. All right. Yeah, on YouTube. That would be pretty cool, but I think you gotta get a special permit for that because I seen a one for sale, and I think I think it's different. I ain't for sure, so it might not be, but okay. Well, I got you just published your seventh book today. Oh, that's pretty cool. Tommy, you're gonna have to turn in your man card now. Chicken chili is not that's that will revoke your man card. Sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. It is a beautiful world. I don't know who in their good God gracious is, decided to ruin chicken or chili by throwing chili in or chicken in it. Don't know. That's sort of like that's got to be close to blasphemy. There you go. Me too. Oh, me too. Just me. Good ground beef. This is Green Thumb. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Channel love, channel love. Oh. Yeah, it probably wasn't bad, but it wasn't like beef. And I love, ground beef in my chili, but I've had steak chili before, and I don't particularly like steak chili. It just doesn't have the same flavor as the ground beef. Basically, because when you fry up the ground beef, it gives, you got the fat flavor and all that other stuff. So, you know, then you get the people that have that white bean chili and all that. And and I don't know who let them out of the house in order to make that stuff. I was in the National Guards. Uh, I do it on Sunday. I do, Julie. I do one in the morning. I do one at night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Well, thank you, Tommy, and you're welcome. Huh. So what's anybody got to talk about tonight? I'm having some real trouble reading the chat. That's right. I'm a brother vet. So is Bill. D Angel or D Eagle or D Eagle. Bill 56HT2DR. That's Bill 56 hardtop two door. He's a fellow vet. He was a paratrooper. I'll tell you a little story. This is Bill, and this is how Bill told me. He was in the Army. He was in his basic training and doing what he had to do. Getting $65 a month or something like that. They come walking through and they said, "Hey, who wants to jump out of airplanes for $65 a month?" And Bill says, "I do. I do." 100% pay raise right there. So Bill started jumping out of the airplanes. Well, Bill started that. Bill was like 18 years old, 19 years old, and he was 7'11". And now Bill is 5'6". So he said it wasn't, never fell once, never dropped or anything. It was just in sudden stops. Every time he hit the ground, he'd lose a couple inches of height. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it, but Bill will probably tell you a different one. So Parris Island all the way, my friend. There you go. I wasn't in Parris Island, but I wasn't too far away from it. I was in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Well, thank you, TCTV. You don't know how hard it is to get this good looking every day. He was the infantry. I was 63 Bravo light wheel mechanic. Fort Benning. Dad was in the Air Force. My brother's also Marines. That's pretty cool there, Tommy. I did my 3-year hitch. So supper's ready. Nice to see you, Iron Dog. Thanks for the warm welcome. Nice to see everyone here. Cheers to a good night. Well, good night to you too. Chill with Glenn's music. You have a great one. Like I said, I was just in the National Guard. It wasn't, your basic AIT and then, your monthly meetings, 2 weeks during the summer. That was it. Just, I didn't like it. He was there also in plus other spots. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So. How long was you in before they run you out? Grandpa, chill. I went into basic training, and there was a guy there. Probably weighed about 270 pounds. And Fort Jackson for for basic, and Fort Benning for jump school. There you go. Was you on Tank Hill, Bill? What?
Hey, give me some ice cream.
4 years, that was my plan to go career. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that was my my granddaughter. Yeah. You give me some ice cream. I said, you tell your dad to get it. No. That is a shame. Well, I got ice cream. All she has to do is have her dad dish it up for her. So I even got ice cream cones for him, waffles. So yeah, we've lost a lot of people unnecessarily. Sometimes for fighting wars for other countries that didn't care. And they say it was in the name of freedom, which, I don't believe some of that to begin with, but I am a patriot. So, I'll tell them that was my granddaughter, so long ago, that's right. Bill was just going in when I was being born. So no ice cream. Huh? Yep, that'll get you. What are you looking for? The cone up there. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Up at the top. There's an ice cream scooper and a strainer. Um, we can, but not so much there, D Eagle. So, what would you like to talk about? Oh.
Get out of here.
Ice cream.
Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
My wife's cousin died in Iraq and transported a helicopter. He was a Marine only. That's a shame. We brought home a lot of them like that. Yeah, well, we can talk about some politics. So, well, go ahead and start the conversation there, DE. So, and if I think it's getting too far out of control, then we'll just go to a different subject. So, um, There's a, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff we can talk about. So just somebody name a subject they want to talk about. No. Basically, we got about 1 more hour to talk, so. Now we all get reminded of that all the time. They're just me. Every time I see a casket with a flag on it. So. They're putting up a blimp. Well, that's hopefully everything goes good for Dirty Dog Diggers. So. I don't think that works too good in the floods. I'm still waiting to hear about the blimp. I don't understand that, so hope it's a Goodyear blimp, yeah. Well, here's my feelings, and I know people might hate it and whatever, and I'll probably get a bunch of thumbs down and all this other stuff, but I think Trump is doing a wonderful job. He's doing what we hired him to do, and that is to clean up the country. And all these people that are belly aching, whining, crying, and all this other stuff, usually what they say is the people that scream the loudest are the ones that have the most to hide. Like Feinstein, Pelosi, and the other one, I can't even remember her name now, the one that wants to impeach and tells everybody to riot every time they see somebody with a Trump hat or anybody that works for the Trump administration to follow them around. Well, I have a little bit of news for her. In the state of Michigan, the good old state that I'm from, if I'm at some place and me and you get in an altercation, I hop in my car and I go someplace else and you follow me, that's called stalking. And in this state that I live in, that's a 5 to 15 year offense for 5 to 15 year sentence for each offense. So say they get in an argument with you at Lowe's department store. So you drive a mile and you pull into Walmart's and you go to Walmart and they follow you there. And you call the cops. Well, the cops, don't make it there. You leave and they follow you to Kmart's. And now that's the third place they've been to harassing you. That's 3 different offenses. 5 to 15 years for each one. So these guys better get that. So through their hair, or through their, little brains. But why would anybody want to, incite somebody to cause harm and, trouble for another person? I don't understand it. So Maxine Waters, yeah. I'm not trying to be political or all that, too much, but I voted for Trump. I was one of the 65 million people that had to walk back from Russia after being kidnapped for a vote, because evidently we didn't vote for him. We had 65 million people vote for him. And, they kidnapped all of us. So, and I know what it was. Just like everybody else knows what it was. They just don't want to admit it. The day of the election, people started looking, hey, Do you really want to elect this woman that's got so many things going against her, so many investigations, so many other things that she's had that she's done that she's lied about? You really want her, or do you want to take a chance with Donald Trump? And 65 million people said Donald Trump. You're right, Charlie. And they were all calling it, um, who's George Clooney. I'll tell you right now, Donald Trump will not be president. Oprah Winfrey, Donald Trump won't be president. Whoopi Goldberg, Donald Trump won't be president.
Or I'm leaving.
Rosie O'Donnell, Donald Trump, if he becomes president, I'm leaving. I'm moving to Canada. Well, evidently her big old fat ass hasn't been able to jump over the fence to get to Canada because she's still living in the United States. So. You wrote love in and love did not win. There you go. Should have just wrote my name, just me. I could have come up with enough votes to win. Yeah, they're still here. They're not leaving the gravy train. So we all know where they're at. They're all liars. Share with all their plastic, you know. There's no way somebody her age can look that good without an immense amount of plastic surgery. I bet you she's got a key back there that they take a crank handle and they crank it to tighten up the skin to get pull the wrinkles out every day. So, but I guess when you got that kind of money, you can do whatever you want. But who was it? Alec Baldwin and somebody else was going on a hunger strike for 24 hours because of the way the illegal aliens are being treated. Christ, most people that work double shifts don't get to eat for 24 hours. So what the hell are they worried about? They're not going to eat for 24 hours. Oh, you're not going to have your caviar and crab and lobster today? Yeah. So I have about this much tolerance for celebrities. It's beginning in that Bobby De Niro. I used to like him, but now he's an ass. But, I like James Woods, so he'll tell you exactly how it is. Yeah, he did that, so. Oh. You didn't know me then, but the next time, okay, there. Yeah, how about 40 days without food? There we go. 24 hours. I didn't say it was continuous. They might have just not ate for 8 hours and then, ate and then spent another 8 hours without eating, then ate, then spent another 8 hours and then ate again. That's 24 hours. So. Let's see. How about all the ones that came out on TV? Yeah. And that's another thing, when they have an award show or whatever, that isn't a public forum to, vent your political beliefs. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Wrong number. No, I don't. Friend of mine calling. So, yeah, the world stage. You're right. You like that ringtone? Yeah, that was some Boost. I'll probably end up getting a copy strike for that, but oh well. I'm holding. Yeah. Is everyone else holding on to something? Yeah. So, he was supposed to stop over today, my friend, and he didn't. He said, I'll stop over in the morning. You going to have coffee on at 5 o'clock? I said, I should. So I said, in the morning? He said, yeah. So that I should. So, but like I said, they changed my son's thing, so I had to be at the airport. So as soon as I get off my live stream tonight, I'm going to go take me a short nap. So. Yeah, we have them here at the they have them over here at the courthouse, and it's okay for them to protest, but if you have a protest, you're a racist. You know, that's basically what they say. If you don't like the illegal immigrants coming in, and you don't know how hard that was to say illegal immigrants, because I never say that, because they're not immigrants or aliens. If you don't like them coming in, then you must be a racist. No, I'm not a racist. I just don't like people sneaking across my border, coming into our country, stealing our resources, taking away from other people that should get it because they deserve it, and not the people that don't deserve it. If you're so damn fired and you want them damn illegal aliens to come here, why don't you have them sneak through your back door window, open up your refrigerator, make a goddamn lunch out of your refrigerator, and then as they're walking out, have them take your table, your couch, your stove, and all this other stuff out the door on the way out. See how you like that. There's no damn difference. Good evening, R&J. How you doing? Nice to have you here. All right, Marie, you have a good one. Have a good night. If a Canadian comes across here without the paperwork, he's not an immigrant. He's an illegal alien. I don't care what country you come from. If you come from Ireland, France, England, Australia, it don't matter. Mexico, Guatemala, Brazil, Pakistan, Fu Manchu, I don't care where you come from. If you don't have the proper paperwork to come into this country and the permission, you are an illegal alien as far as I'm concerned, and you ought to be thrown out. And they ought to consider themselves lucky, because some countries shoot you for coming in illegally. So. Yeah, there should be no exceptions for who they are. Well, they have dual citizenship. But if you come into this country with no permission, with no citizenship, with no legality, you are an illegal alien, and you ought to be shipped out. And if you're 9 months pregnant and you come in here and drop a rugrat across the border, they ought to scoop that little rugrat up and shove him in your back pocket and walk him across the border back with you, because he's here illegally too. I don't care how he got dropped or how she got dropped. They're here illegal. So, any other place, if you commit murder or do a crime or whatever, and you write a book about it and you get paid, they don't pay you. They pay the people that you perpetrated the crime against. So that would be the same thing as having a kid coming across the border and having a kid and dropping it. You committed a crime, so why should you be rewarded for that kid to stay here? The kid's here illegal too. And there's a bunch of constitutional lawyers that agree with what I have to say, that is against the law. That kid should not stay here because he's not a citizen. He was brought here, or they were brought here illegally with no legal ties. So. And you're right there, Bill. It's all about politics and votes. Now, if the illegal aliens, if the illegal alien republic, you'd see all them Democrats crying, lying, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, Hiawatha. You'd see each and every one of them crying their eyes out, saying, no, we cannot have them illegal aliens in here. They would definitely all say that. So. I do have issues with the Electoral College, too. I do. But the reason why it was designed is because California and a few other states, there's 10 or 11 states, if they voted for just one person, they could outrule the other 42 states. And that's why they have the Electoral College. So, and it shouldn't be, you get so many votes from here, you get so many, electoral votes or whatever. No. Everybody, there should be one vote, one electoral vote for every state. Not just because you got 30 million people living in your state, you get 140 electoral votes. No, each state should get one vote. And if that vote is carried by a Republican or a Democrat, that's the way they vote. That's what makes sense. But you got to be a crooked politician to figure out the Electoral College. And that's why it was done that way, because it was all crooked. I had been brainwashed, libtard, Democrat, whatever you want to call me, for most of my life. I understand. Don't just me. I voted Democrat up until Donald Trump. I did vote for, I was just about ready to say his name too. I can't remember it. The one guy that ran independent years ago, the billionaire, and lost. I can't remember his name now, but I did vote for him. But I did vote for Trump. I voted for Obama both times. And then after the second time, after the second year, I realized what a schmuck he was, because he wasn't doing anything, hadn't done anything, and lied about everything he was going to do. So. And, I hate to go on a rant like this, but, I'm not judging nobody. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to vote for whoever they want. Just because you don't vote for who I vote for doesn't mean that you're right, doesn't mean that you're wrong. So, some people wanted to vote for that Jill Stein. And, I totally understand that. But I tell them this, they complain, because Trump's president. Well, who did you vote for? Well, I voted for Jill Stein. Okay. So you voted for somebody that was no way, shape, or form ever going to get the presidential nomination, or become president. So why did you waste your vote? Well, I didn't waste my vote. I voted for them. I said, you wasted your vote. If you'd have voted for somebody else, it might have made a difference. It might have made a difference. So I'm barking now. You're right. So, you're right. Obamacare, that sucked. That was the biggest farce that ever hit the United States. The only people that got rich from that was the insurance companies, and they'll tell you they lost all sorts of money and they didn't lose a nickel. because they were getting, if they weren't getting paid premiums from the people, they were getting paid premiums from the government. So they enrolled 30 million people in to their health insurance, so they got premiums for 30 million people. Don't tell me that they lost their ass. I know better than that. They said you were part of the problem. So, and like all these politicians that are screaming the loudest in Congress or in D.C. are the ones that are the most crooked and they have the most to hide. That's why they want to get rid of Trump. Is because they know if when shit hits the fan that they're going to be exposed. So. You're right. My insurance premium was $826 a month for Obamacare, and it didn't pay nothing, not nothing. So. That's right. It's an act of war. 2020 Trump, there you go. Well, I think they ought to make it exactly what the soldiers make. Who in their God's right mind said they can make $175,000 a year and only work 175 days a year? And that doesn't include the 5 or 6 weeks vacation they get on top of that 175 days. And then if they're being elected, they don't even have to show up because then they have to go campaign. So they'll spend the whole year campaigning. Where's that fair? Your money's at work. You're right. And that's why Jerry Brown's probably gonna. He's not. Is he running for governor? Or I don't think he's going to be governor next term or whatever. But there's plenty of people that are upset with Jerry Brown. I don't understand why you guys voted in him the second time. Hell, he was worthless the first damn time. And here's another thing. If I go up to Banking on Money and say, hey, Mr. BOM, here's $500. You can take Mrs. BOM and go get yourself a nice steak dinner, stay at a hotel for the night, and have yourself a good old time. When you walk into that voting booth, instead of voting for Joe Schmo, vote for Jane Doe. And I'll give you $500. Well, Mr. BOM, he goes walking in there and he votes for Mrs. Jane Doe. He comes back out, I give him $500. That's called bribery in this state or any other state. But a lobbyist can walk in and go right to any politician and say, hey, how about if we contribute a little bit of money and you say no on the next bill? Oh, yeah, I can do that. That's called lobbying. There ain't no difference. Bribery here, but lobbying here. You know why it's called lobbying here? Because the politicians made it that way so they wouldn't get arrested for bribery. Oh, there's been lots of places where they went to vote X or Y and, they come out the other side. Who was it? The one that was running against George W. Bush when they did the Florida recount. I can't remember who he was running against, but they had a bunch of miscounted and mislabeled votes, that weren't all the way on or were half off and all that other stuff, and they didn't count them. So. I'm looking for something real quick. Oh, man, that's surprising. I figured I was checking to see how many thumbs down after that little rant, but I didn't have any yet. So evidently the trolls are sleeping, or everybody agrees with what I got to say. So, all right, Bill, you have a great one, man. Nice to have you here. I'm sure we'll see you again. So, I already voted in June, just in case it matters. There you go. Where's my $500? That would be bribery, Bankin. So. California has Iconio Wattenberg, Nicholas Wildstar musician, John Cox, who else? Gavin Newstrom is running for. Okay. No.
Somebody take Tony Pop.
No. Oh, maybe I'm thinking wrong. Who was it? Mitt Romney didn't cut the mustard. Now he's trying to, get enough votes so he can be on the ballot or whatever. So. Jerry Brown is done. Well, that's good. And I see that they are.
Phew. That's your dad.
Hey, me.
Nasty, yeah.
No, I see that.
Why?
I was going to tell you.
What?
Let me go back and think for a second. I can't even remember what I was going to say now. Old timers, that's what's happening. Yeah, thank God he can't run again. Mitt Romney wasn't on your back. I think he's in Oklahoma or something like that. I don't know where he's at, but. I can't remember what I was trying to tell you. Well, thank you, John Brooks. I appreciate it. So.
Skits. Gotta get my grandkids educated.
Okay. Yeah, I am drawing a complete blank.
How's your problem?
I was sitting here talking about something and I can't remember what the hell I was talking about. I guess you wait till you get my age.
Please, I wish I was your age.
She says, I wish I was your age. Yeah. She's older than me, but she looks 20 years younger than I do. Well, thank you, John Brooks. I'm sure everybody will appreciate that. Punk J, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. I don't have to go and get them till 1 o'clock.
So far.
Well, when after I get off my live stream, I'm gonna take a 2-hour nap. So, I guess,
So what time?
or take an hour and a half nap or something till 10:30 or so, or 11:30. I mean,
I'll stay up till 11:30, but. Oh, must be there. That hurt. What time now?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I gotta be there at 1 o'clock. So,
Cody Fun.
Okay. This is what Just Me just said. She sure does. Okay, maybe 10 years, but you got one hot wifey there, dog.
I wouldn't know that.
So, I know she's hot, Just Me.
Oh,
She ain't
Here.
old. So,
get that up.
she still makes my heart go pitter patter.
Oh, please. Quit your lying to him. You make me ill.
I'm not lying.
Oh.
By the way,
Gretchen.
Banking on money, tell your the Mrs. Banking on money I said hi, and she's looking lovely as ever.
Hi. Hey, Gretchen. You done?
You know what? I believe everybody, every politician, it had to be for the Constitution. That's what this nation was founded under. Not what votes can get you. And, you know, a lot of these politicians didn't have anything 10, 20 years ago. Now they're worth 25, 30, 40 million dollars, 50 million, 100 million dollars. You know, 200 million, 500 million dollars. Where did they get all that money? You don't get that money by being a politician.
No.
There's a, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Truman. I think it was Truman that said it. An honest politician will never get rich in politics. So that just goes to show you who the honest ones are and who the dishonest ones are.
Get him. Now,
Junkyard, good evening. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. I tell you who I'd like to see is a Supreme Court justice, and that's Trey Gowdy. I think he'd be a good Supreme Court justice. No.
Put it up.
Been slinging grass there, Junkyard? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. What your hands do.
I think Trey Gowdy would be a great Supreme Court justice. Either that or Judge Jeannie Peru. I think she'd be a good one too. You know.
First, I'm gonna tell you again, get your ass moving. All these choices up right now. All of it.
Has when is the Arkansas governor's race? When are they voting on that? Because you got that woman Jane, or what's her name? Jane, I think, or something. I can't remember her name now. I got her on my Facebook, but she owns a gun range in Arkansas and she wants to become the governor. So, well, thank you, Just Me, for coming. I appreciate it. I really do. So, you have yourself a great night. Be careful out there. It's what 6:35 here. So, if you haven't had dinner, enjoy your dinner. Have a great day. So, Jan Morgan, that's her name. Jan Morgan. She was running for Arkansas governor. So, I'd like to see her get
I
it.
don't have a pajama shirt.
So.
I have a pajama shirt.
That's not a pajama shirt. Shut up.
I said I only have a pajama shirt, and that's
Yeah.
a football shirt.
Not gonna get your ass over. Get a washcloth off that.
Yeah, well, Dems
Give
won't
me the
vote for Trey,
washcloth, dork.
but
Off the washcloth. Yeah, is it what?
do
Yeah,
we
what?
necessarily got to have all the Dems to vote? How many
Yeah.
votes do we need to pass that's going to require the Dems?
You guys don't know how to.
So,
Honey, you want me to look through these?
we got one that we'll give them. There you go, junkyard.
That's sticky. Right there.
Yeah.
Get it off.
I tell you, there's so much corruption and crookedness in politics anymore. It's pathetic. So,
What'd you do?
who? I didn't know who I'm talking.
Seriously, guys?
Cute.
Will you be that video?
Yeah. Got a nice kid. You love them?
They won't give it to me.
What?
These, how these got to?
Wow. Harley.
Yeah, there's too many backdoors. That's what upsets me too. You know, when you do a budget
You guys need to lay down.
or anything like that,
Or
you know,
bedtime.
hey, I'll vote for that, but you got to put, $650 million in for this. Hey, I'll vote for that, but hey, I got a friend that's doing a study, and they want to know how parakeets breed, and it's going to cost $6.5 million. So you put that in, and I'll vote your way. Okay, we'll put it in. Talk about pork. They throw all this pork in on the deal. That's pathetic. So. You got to have 51 votes, okay? How many will require Democrats? How many Democrats do we need to get to 51 votes? That's what I'm asking. Well, they're gonna get more and more Republicans in there because the Democrats are just slitting their throat every day. They turn around, they say something stupid. And if you don't believe me, check out that name, Sheila Jackson. Go into YouTube. She's a politician. Or this guy. This guy right here, Hank Johnson. YouTube him. Hank Johnson was doing a meeting with the Secretary of the Navy, or I don't know, the Armed Forces, whoever it was, I can't remember. And they're talking about Guatemala, and they wanted to, put a bunch of people over there, military, station military over there. And this idiot said, "Are you afraid if we put so many, he wanted to know how big the island was, Guatemala. How many miles was it wide? How many miles was it long? How many miles from there to there?" What? That's pretty. I like that. It's nice.
I don't want it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Cause these look
And
little.
she got Minnie Mouse pajamas on. She don't like it. Anyways, this Hank Johnson decided to ask the, Armed Forces, if they were worried about the island capsizing when they put that many people on it. I'll wait for a second for you guys to to absorb all that in, and then I'll wait for you to pick yourself off the floor, and put yourself back in the chair. That's how stupid this guy is. So, honest to God, you can YouTube it. Sheila Jackson, she's another idiot. She's a black woman, so is a Hank, but she always brings up racism and how that they've been oppressed for 400 years, and excuse me, 400 years. Well, we've only been a country for 240. Okay. So they haven't been oppressing anybody for 400 years. So she doesn't know her history that well to begin with. And we got to do something about that. Alaska keeps that crap up there, D-Eagle. We're just going to have to put them back out. We'll sell them back to Russia. Coop 430, Coop 437, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, I realize I probably went too far in the rant, but it just upsets me when, somebody tries to make this place a better place, and everybody, they don't want it to be a better place because, they're afraid of losing their milk money. So, yeah, it's the go-to card. And, it gets me, these Black Lives Matter. You don't hear about them too much anymore. Black Lives Matter. John, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Well, white lives matter, brown lives matter, yellow lives matter, blue lives matter, black lives matter. They all matter. Red lives matter. Purple, crap, pink lives matter. It doesn't matter who you are, y'all matter. Every time I see a police officer, I will tell them blue lives matter. As far as I'm concerned, I rank the police and the fire department and the rescue squads right up there with the first responders, or, with the men and women that serve our country to protect our freedoms. Coast Guard, same way. These guys put their lives on the line every day to serve and protect. So. Oh yeah, I know you hear all about it again. There'll be riots in the street, Come on, boys, let's go out and do a little shoplifting. Do a little early Christmas getting. Whatever happened to the good old days when they shot you for looting? Now, back in the 60s they did. But no, nowadays they're just too damn political correct. They should have shot a few of them, and then the rest of them would have stopped. And these people come wheeling out grocery carts full of stuff, saying, yay, look at this, I got all this free stuff. But yet they didn't go after none of them and arrest any of them. No. And that cost us millions and millions and millions of dollars. Even though it was in other states, the federal government picked up the bill, which is us. If you're from Washington, Oklahoma, Texas, California, Idaho, Missouri, Montana, Mississippi, Michigan, Ohio, wherever, you paid for them riots. You paid to clean it all up. You paid to restore all the buildings. Even though they had insurance, you're still paying for it because your insurance went up just right along with mine and everybody else's. So, I had a bowl of ice cream near Nero, so. Yeah, let them destroy it. Then they tried to engage. Yeah, and then they didn't want to hear anything about it, did they? No. That's what I said. They should have shot a few of them. I had no problem with that. The best thing I seen is that one in Ferguson where that woman come walking up there and caught her son rioting, and she slapped the holy dog shit out of him right in front of God and everybody on the news camera, and told him he better get his ass home because he didn't belong there. And I thought that was probably the best thing that I'd seen on TV in a long time. And that, more mothers and fathers should have done that to these kids, because these kids went to school one day and decided they weren't going to school or staying in there. And then they went into a mall and started the riots there. And that's what started all that crap in Ferguson. So. Yeah, it's like they had a free shopping night. And the ones that really didn't do so well were the ones that did the Dollar Trees, broke into the Dollar Trees. Yeah, let's go to the dollar store. Shouldn't really say that because my favorite store is the dollar store. If you guys get a chance, you go to the Dollar Tree and get their jalapeno cheese or hot pepper cheese, whatever they call it. So it comes in a little 4-ounce slice or block, $1. Trust me, buy a couple because they're that good. They have black pepper cheese and they also have Mediterranean cheese there too. So if you want to do a mix of something or make some different kind of macaroni and cheese, you can get that stuff. It's all good. Get their pork, what do they call them? Pot stickers. Get their pork pot stickers. Well, what we'll do is I'll go in and I'll buy six of their pork pot stickers and a couple of spring rolls, and I'll make that, and that'll be the meal for us. There's 6 of them. You get 36 pot stickers, and then you get 10 spring rolls in each package, so that's 20. And if it's just me and the wife, then I just make 4 packages of the pot stickers and 1 package of the spring rolls, and that's our dinner. So. You're right. Yeah. They tore up their own neighborhoods, and then we had to go back in and replace them. No. And look what they've done to the city of Detroit, man. They didn't riot up there, but you swear to God, it looked like a riot went on there. No. And I just watched a video today on Facebook about San Diego or whatever. They were driving around the block and they got all these tents and stuff sitting on the sidewalk, and these guys are throwing trash out in the gutter, and they actually sweep it down to the corner so the street sweepers can come pick it up. Isn't that a crock? It's absolutely filthy. There's got to be so much rampant disease going on down through there. Why would you even walk down there, let alone anything else? Oh no, they'll think they're going to the Dollar Tree. They'll go to the Dollar Tree, hit it big, man, because we can put a whole cart full of stuff in there for a few bucks. We get a lot of stuff. Yeah. We actually had an armed robbery here about a year ago at the Dollar Tree. As soon as you get up off the floor from laughing so hard, I'll tell you all about it. So, yep. Never heard of it before, but evidently there was a guy that's going to all the Dollar Trees, the dollar stores, and he'd walk in, grab a whole cart full of stuff. They'd bag it up, and as soon as they bagged it up, he'd pull out a gun, ask for all their money, and then he'd walk the stuff out to his car and take off. Well, it wasn't the first one he did, or ours wasn't the first one he did. He did like 3 or 4 of them in other towns, and he was working his way down south before they finally caught him. He'd, I don't know, 10 or 12 Dollar Tree stores he ripped off. And, you don't think so, but, when they do, they sell a couple thousand items an hour, that's pretty good money. It's not going to the till at the Walmarts and getting, $10,000, but you can get a couple grand from the people at Dollar Tree. Easy. So. You would stand out, yeah. You might want in on a junkyard. Wear yourself a beard and a mustache and stuff, and turn your hat around sideways, or put on a wig and high heels and a dress and go as Caitlyn Jenner. San Francisco, okay, that's what they're doing on the sidewalks, yeah. Yeah. Gold bars, you're right. So remember the old TV show, The Streets of San Francisco? Carl Malden would be appalled if he's seen how it was now. So. Gotta have some shoe polish. Yeah, I know where you're going there. So. No. You're right. So. Michelle Koyak, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. I got maybe an hour of sleep. My parents and my kitty, Stoner, passed away today. Your mom and dad passed away and your kitty did too today? Is that what you're saying, Michelle? If it is, I am so sorry. I hope that's a typo. Okay, your kitty. But see, it says you got a couple hours of sleep, and my parents and my kitty, Stoner, passed away. And that, by the way that I read that there, your mom and dad died and passed away, and so did your kitty at the same time. So, but I'm glad it wasn't your parents. I'm sorry to hear about your cat. Oh, it's my parents and my kitty, Stoner. Huh. Okay. Hey, I understand that they're banking on money. We need more safe spaces. I just don't know what we're going to do, you know. I donated some diaper pens and some crayons and coloring books and stuff like that. And I thought about donating some mylar blankets so they could actually cover up and get into their own little world, you know, so nobody could see them, their own little safe space. So I'm concerned. I just was wondering where all them safe spaces were when I was growing up. I sure could have used a couple of them, I think, but no. I had to tough it out like a real person and, you know, live with my faults and my, the injustices done to me. So. Just saying. Learn street survival skills, making them weak. Yeah. Yep. Well, you know, a lot of things. Hey, I think it's great. Actually, Diego, I think it's great. Yeah, so what? You're going to raise stuff, 25% on us again? Well, listen here, mind bogglers. For years, we let you bring in all this stuff for little or no, tariff on it. And now you want to start being an ass bag? We just won't buy it. We'll buy more stuff made in America. That's the way it should be anyways. China says, well, we're going to raise tariffs on you. Well, I'll let you know one thing right now. China's got a law. If it's not made in China, you can't buy it in China. So, the trade agreement, that goes out the door right there. The only thing you can buy in China that's not made in China is food, grains, and stuff like that. You can't buy cars or anything in China unless it's made in China. That's why GM and Chrysler and Ford all have a plant in China, so they can sell cars there. But that's the only reason why. If it's not made there, you can't buy it there. No. Prices are going to go up. You're right, they are. But the prices are going to go up in China. They're going to go up in every place else. Sooner or later, somebody's going to scream uncle. And when they do, that's when things will equal out. No. So what if we don't buy the steel from all these other countries? We have plenty of steel here. We have plenty of iron ore. That'll put people back to work. Rather than buying it from another country. And trust me, I've hauled so much scrap metal, it is pathetic. I'll haul it, this is no kidding. I used to haul it from Toledo up to Detroit, drop it off in Detroit, go back out, scale back in, come back in, whip right around and pick up the same damn pile of scrap that I just dropped off and run it down to another place in Toledo or in Delta, which is 25 miles from Toledo. They wouldn't buy it from the company in Toledo. So they'd ship it up to Detroit, and I'd drop it off in Detroit. They'd load it back up, and I would take it to Delta. The people in Delta wouldn't buy it from Toledo, but they'd buy it from Detroit. Same stuff. Milk. And they assemble the cars here and get around the import tax. See, Natural Ice, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Protein Blue, nice to have you here. I'm sorry, guys. It is 9:59 and I'm walking out of here. I have got to get a nap in because I have got to be in Detroit at 1 o'clock. So It's nice to have both you, John, and Pretty in Blue. By the way, you guys tell John Games and Pretty in Blue congrats because they are going to get married. John asked Pretty in Blue 19 to marry her or marry him. And Pretty in Blue, for some ungodly reason, felt pity on John and said, yes, I will. So, and she's excited. So they're getting married. I don't know when they're getting married, but they are engaged. So give them, a little bit of congrats. Yep, Pittsburgh's coming back. They'll start they'll start producing steel and stuff like that again. We have plenty of iron ore in this country. It's just that they bought it cheaper. They were getting it from these other countries for nothing, little or no money. So they shut down the mines to get it, So why not go back and get it your own? Let them start sucking on their own steel. Try chewing that for a while and see how you like eating that stuff. And if worse comes down to worse, really? You want to charge us a bunch? Well, start eating some of your own products and see how we'll sit there and start dumping some of this grain and stuff we got and then dump it right out in the fields, and let the mice and stuff eat it. See how you like that for a while, I'm sure after a few times of doing that, they'll say, hey, man, this guy is not fooling. Maybe we had to buckle down our shoelaces and start doing something different, and maybe, so we can get some food over here, because we can't definitely eat motorcycles and, cell phones and stuff like that. All right, y'all have a great night. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I really do. I enjoy it all. I enjoy the conversation tonight. It was actually nice. Before I go, see how many people thought I was an ass. So, wow, I had 11 people call me an asshole tonight. Isn't that special? 5 minutes ago, 11 people didn't, but I got 11 people to do it now for some reason. So must be the same 11 pricks that keep doing it. So. All right, y'all have a good night. I appreciate each and every one of you. I enjoy your company. I really do. Y'all are special to me, and thank you so much for being here. You have a great night, and I got 13 dislikes the other day, so I'm going to go check and see what country they come from, but I'm sure they come from somebody that don't like me. So y'all have a blessed night. Stay safe and be careful. Good night, everybody. Yeah. So, people, they hate it when you don't agree with them for some damn reason, and I just don't understand it. That's what America, I agree, a lot of people aren't here from America. But that's what this country is founded on, freedom of speech. We have the right to voice our opinions. Everybody does. I don't care what country you live in. You have the same right to voice your opinion as I have the same right to voice mine. If we don't agree, that's fine. But you don't have to go all ape shit and be crazy about it. If you don't like what I have to say, then, you can move on or just ignore it. If I don't like what you have to say, I can just move on or ignore it. That's all there is to it. So it was a great chat, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I really do. So. That all being said, good night, everybody, and bye, everybody. Yeah, 34 beat 11. You're right. So I know it, but that's okay. We all can't be Iron Dog lovers, you know what I mean? Good night, everybody.